Good evening, Ryan. Thanks very much for your time. Tell us what this victory for Cafe Chameleon means, not only for them, but potentially for the industry and for hotels, for example, who've been denied their insurance claims on the very same grounds.
Sally, for the hospitality and tourism sector, it's a huge victory, but unfortunately, it's only a small step towards payment. The likelihood is that this is going to be appealed by Guardrisk. We've got all the other insurers that have obviously stiffened in their seats and taken notice of what's been done, but at the same time, they are still proceeding with their litigation. So unfortunately, we're still in a situation where we're going to have to weather the storm and ensure that the insurers deal with these claims as quickly as possible through the courts.
Is there no, we've spoken before that there was some talk of a compromise deal. Couldn't today's victory perhaps work in your favour in the sense that the courts are suggesting, well, you know what, actually there is a case to be made for these people who were insured for business interruption. Wouldn't that strengthen your arm in trying to get at least some sort of compromise deal instead of just going through the court system?
Absolutely. We continue to engage with the insurers. There's the integrity of the insurance industry at stake. There's the livelihoods of, both the insurers as well as, our tourism and hospitality sector businesses that are at stake. We've given them an elegant solution to this. We've offered them a compromise. We've even offered them to pay 50% of the amount upfront and the balance paid off and financed through the bank or government finance scheme over a 2 to 3 year period. And so far, we've had no takers.
Tell me how many hospitality outlets, whether it's hotels or restaurants or cafes, are facing closure at the moment because they haven't received and have been denied their insurance business interruption payout?
Well, in terms of our 500 claimants, we're probably only facing about 5 or 6 of them because we're continuing to push to try and keep them alive through any means necessary. Because if their businesses don't survive, the insurers and the claim against the insurers fails. So it dies with the business. So we're doing whatever we can to ensure that the businesses are still alive and kicking. And if we have to engage with liquidators and so on, we'll have to do that. But we just hope that the matter can be dealt with expeditiously and that there are no delay tactics used by the insurers. We have to deal with the appeal quickly. It's not something that we'd like to see dragged out for 6 months to a year.
So what is your next move? What can you do? Is it just a matter of waiting for that appeal, or can you make overtures to try and get the compromise talks going again?
We are continually talking with the insurers. We engage with them on a daily basis through our normal claims that we do, and we ensure that we are having claims conversations with them on the compromise settlement. We met with Guardrisk on Monday. We have got a follow-up meeting with Hollard, and we will continue to engage with them because we think that a compromise solution versus a courtroom process that could take years is the best solution for our clients.
Well, thank you very much for your time this evening. That's Insurance Claims Africa's CEO, Ryan Woolley, fighting to get hospitality sector payouts from insurers. Denied, of course, because they say that it was not COVID-19 that caused the business interruption, but the lockdown imposed by the government.